Chat, here we go. It's TSM Wavy versus RMC Cheese. Do you even say RMC when it's just part of his name? Cheese has been doing well on the channel as we've been watching Reddles, Magic Bear, and Cheese play in the Shift Summer League, a big off-season 3v3 tournament that had RMC just one win away, I believe, from being #1 in the league. They came second to G2, and the playoffs start tomorrow. But on top of the 3 success that Cheese has been seeing with his teammates of Magic and Reddles, he's also been working on his ones game. He moved his ones rating into the top 10 and specifically said he's ready to run some show matches. So he's going to get his debut test here against maybe one of the toughest guys to do it in Wavy. Wavy pretty much always keeping his 1v1 ability at peak, whether he's running show matches or just finding any random tournament in which he can get just a little bit more cash. Wavy is on his ones game at all times and participated in the most recent tournament. I recommend you go and check out the VODs on YouTube, but of course it is going to slightly spoil the fact that he even competed at all in the Mass Duelist tournament, which had hidden 1v1 players. It was not possible to know their names, but Wavy did make it far, finishing second to what everyone thought was first killer, but ended up being somebody else. Maybe I won't tell you who it is. Go check out the video as Wavy goes to the backboard to double in. There's going to be a lot of experience in favor of Wavy, no matter how much 1v1 you play. I think playing in a show match is just a little bit different from what I've heard from the players. And while Cheese has maybe played 1 or 2, I'm not sure if he's played much recently. One Caveman Genius. Thank you for the tier 1 for 2 months, by the way. Thank you. Dropped that right as the match was starting. As Cheese had a wall to air dribble, but got up out over the top of the ball. Not something you want to be doing as you pretty much lose all your opportunity to make an outplay. Impossible to get back down under the ball and make a move. As he's now going to defend Wavy in the air. Aggressive as he attacks the ball. Does not want to shadow. As we slowly learn how Cheese is going to want to play these 1v1s. Wavy on very low boost. Trying to be as patient as possible. Has to send this off the backboard so that Cheese cannot get the tying goal. Wow, what placements. Cheese is known as Slot Zarella. I found out after covering the RMC game. Something tells me that's something that came from the Luminosity games. But that was pretty much a slot. As he puts it perfectly on the crossbar and down into the net. Wavy, a kickoff win. Cheese fought for possession there at the midfield, which is usually a good sign for the person who does win the midfield 100. But Wavy not able to make anything out of it. Cheese slowing down the dribble as he brings it deep into the attacking corner. I think he's right in playing slow and saving boost from that position. It's not easy to make a play that deep in the opponent's half when there's nobody else to help you out in case you go all in and miss. Cheese with a takeaway. Wavy not going to let this ball bounce. I think that's the last bit of boost that Wavy has, but he thinks it's worth it to knock this ball away and not allow Cheese a free setup at the midfield. He will take it to the air, though, starting from the midfield line, but to the ground for the low 50, and Wavy has the save. A little bit of a low-scoring affair here, as it's a bit of a stalemate. Just about half of game number 1 left to go. Bubble Snout, thank you for the Prime for 6 months. Half a year of Prime until full-time. I appreciate you. Doing my best to not make your efforts wasted. Wavy, really late use of the flip here is what surprises Cheese. He just takes the ball, you know, in a pretty unassuming dribble. But where he makes the outplay is when he uses that flip the last end of the 1.5 seconds he has to use it. Another possession in his favor. Flicks are going to be on point for Wavy as he launches this one out over the top of Cheese. Cheese maybe going to think twice about allowing Wavy to possess a carry like that. The length of the field. Another kickoff win for Wavy. I mean, right now Cheese is in big trouble, and really the only reason why is the past few kickoffs have gone terribly for him, and he has not been able to make up for him. A little missed boost there from Cheese, causing him to go back Always going to be hard to defend after that. Cheese wants to gain possession here, but not going to be able to. Ball doesn't get to the ground in time. Wavy going too high on his aerial play means Cheese can easily get the save. This bounce is about as bad as it possibly could be for Cheese. The ball rolls straight up the wall, glued to it. Wavy, interesting flick. Actually still has a chance, and with a bump, it will be a goal. Cheese able to stop the huge breezy that Wavy was setting up before it ever really happened, but was not able to clear the ball of heading on target. Wavy faking the hook shot setup, but doing so close to the net. Cheese is able to cover it. Minute left to go. Pressure is on Cheese to find a spurt of offense, and a lot of that will have to be off of kickoffs, which haven't looked so great for him. It's been a moment of kickoff wins, a minute or two of them for Wavy that really separated the two of them, and Wavy's going for pogos. I don't know if this is as comfortable of a position as Wavy maybe looks like he thinks it is. Going for pogos with 41 seconds left to go. Cheese does have the first of a few kickoff wins, but he has to pick up that 100 boost, and when he doesn't grab it, he's essentially just giving up a goal. I mean, we see it right here. It doesn't have to be as bad. Probably if Cheese just leaves the ball on the wall and doesn't just pass it out to him, maybe he still stands a chance, but Wavy's going to come back into the play, take over, and if he doesn't get an immediate goal, he's definitely going to have a possession that's waste the rest of the 40 seconds that the game has. So a couple different boost misses for Cheese. Maybe just a little bit of rust to work off as far as competitive ones goes. Ooh, crossbar down and out. 7-3, make it 8-3 off a 180 fake for Wavy. She's gonna have to try and bounce back against one of the toughest 1v1ers in North America. Wavy playing a bit of keep away now on Cheese's super aggressive challenge. Game number 2. Oh, he's a 3-time. He's a 3-time Season 2 SSL tournament winner. Is that what the pink one means? I do not play tournaments. I think I've played a couple. So I'll be honest, I don't know a ton about what the titles mean. Surely it's Cheese's most prestigious title. Cheese starting off game number 2 the way he needs to, with a lead, and maybe his only lead he's seen so far. In fact, another kickoff's going to go his way. I don't think it necessarily needed to. Wavy going wave dash kickoff. Just misses his. Does not allow any recovery. Although it was in a tough position either way. I like the TSM. Did the TSM decals, I think, won the favorite team decal from the... What were those? The esports award, RLSCS awards. What were those awards that we did on our channel? I think TSM won, but makes sense why. This is a nice decal. I do not upload the games onto ball chasing, as Wavy going to get his first goal. He does so by accepting Cheese's setup off the side wall and getting the double read soft touch to drop it in. Wavy, another wall to air dribble setup. Cheese attacking from the ceiling, punishing Wavy for such a high play, especially that close to the net. Now can he get a 50 on the goal line? What a save from Wavy. Waiting until the final moments can be tough to get an angle out of the net, but Wavy finds one and then shows a nice 1v1 staple, but doesn't score. Dribbling across the field and hooking it back to that top left corner. Seemed like it was going to be one of the easier mechanical plays for Wavy, but off the crossbar and outs. Cheese maintains his lead and actually had a chance there at a long shot. Felt like that could have been a 3-1, but instead he misses and stays way too involved in the play. Maybe because he felt like he should have had that one. Great doink from Wavy, recognizing Cheese had closed the distance into his net. He just needed to get a bounce out infield as far as he could. And this is an interesting kickoff. It was supposed to be a wave dash kickoff from Wavy, but he won it so hard that he tried to use the flip to catch back up to the ball. Oh, interesting. Cheese definitely could have scored there. He was expecting a clear. It's another one of those counterattacks where it really feels like Cheese could be up 4-1. This time, Cheese prioritizing staying grounded. He did not want to jump for a shot, understandably, because that is a very committal act to do. But if he did, I think he changes his angle on the ball and is able to keep it underneath the crossbar. Probably just scores immediately. But instead, it's crossbar out and a goal for Wavy, but vying for control off the kickoff. Cheese is able to tie it back up. Wave dash kickoff for Cheese, successful and undercutting Wavy in the process, but still able to recover and pre-flip to keep Cheese out. Cheese got to the midfield first, but did not take an angle into the midfield 100. So Wavy's able to get it. Cheese has a tough angle, and actually both of them read it. Cheese had it on target, but Wavy saw it coming. And now with a deletion, it should be a 4-3 lead, barring a crazy respawn. Wait a second, Wavy did not handle it as well as he could have, but it will still be a goal. Cheese wanted to stay moving after the respawn. I think if he had hit the brakes, tried to stay on the goal line, maybe he'd have been the perfect spot to make the save, but hitting the brakes is often a death sentence in a ton of moments in 1v1, and he wasn't willing to risk it. Wavy backing off now. Both these two a very little boost, and a simple power shot will be enough. Cheese can't close the distance. You see him trying to pick up as many pads as he can. Moving slightly out to Wavy to put the pressure on him, but just gets sent right over the top. Wavy, another aerial play. Challenged early by Cheese, but Wavy just picks up the ball and bumps Cheese in the process. And he has extended this back out to his control. Cheese just wasn't even thinking about Wavy at all. You watch it from his perspective, and it seems clear that Wavy is coming back to make a play. Cheese never seems to think to jump. Wavy now allowed to reset here in the back corner. This air dribble is not headed towards the net. It's going to need to be brought back on target, but the 50 is good enough. Wavy going to make it 7-3. Cheese waiting out his challenge just a little bit too much. In fact, I mean, he actually own goaled it. I don't even think Wavy was able to 50 it in. Cheese saw what was coming and just set up his approach too late. Found himself on the wrong side of the ball by the time he was making contact. Now Cheese setting up to himself in the air, never hit the ceiling, went too high, and that is an assist in 1v1. As Wavy going to push it out to 5 goals. We haven't really seen the offense from Cheese yet. That would imply he's able to make this 5-goal comeback, but you never know. Don't push yourself to top 10 in 1v1 without having a good arsenal in 1v1 offense. What is Wavy doing? He is absolutely trying to pop off here as he looks for a ceiling reset into ball reset. Trying to get some double. Cheese has done what you need to do when someone is trying to ultra clip on you. Take the goal they're offering and show that they're not going to be able to get away with everything. And we've actually seen Cheese challenging early. I would expect him to maybe go to the ceiling again. You see him looking like he was headed to the ceiling. Wavy adjusted to make that not possible. You see that really low wall to air dribble right around midfield height. That is because he knew Cheese had been challenging high the whole series and didn't want to let him be able to. And then Wavy just winning out in so many moments around his own net. Gonna make it 9-4. Wavy reset it. Ceiling high. He got the second reset. The double is not in. And now he has to rush back. Cheese this time will not get a goal off of Wavy's failed aerial attempts. Cheese knows he needs to just rush it into net now. So heavy touch to the back wall. 32 seconds, and it's not impossible, as he will need a few kickoff goals. And he has shown at least a few kickoff wins earlier in this game. This is a big one. Aerial play for Cheese. So far been denied by Wavy. He goes off the ceiling and intercepts, and it's a freebie. In fact, he doesn't seem too worried about it. Definitely could have scored it, but wanted to score it in style. Didn't get it. Instead, we'll waste some time. And flick one, top right, and still not in. Game number 2 going Wavy's way as well. Tell you what, Cheese was not given a freebie in a debut against Wavy. But I'm sure it's one Cheese feels like he could win. He's playing his best ones game. We're going to have to see something here if he wants to stay alive. Game number 3. Wavy and Cheese. Cheese out of the Fennec and into the Octane. We saw him playing some Octane in RMC. The recent, I mean, I guess that's just his threes team name, but I'm talking specifically about the Shift Summer League, where his team had a lot of success. He dabbled in the Octane, I would say, for the first couple weeks before switching into the Fennec. But now, without being able to find the answer just yet against Wavy, he is searching to the Octane. We have yet to see a Cheesemobile. Who knows? If a full-on Cheesemobile came out, maybe it'd be a runaway victory. But Cheese keeping it fairly tame, as he'll take another early lead in game number 3. Wavy to immediately tie it up. The wave dash kickoff has had a lot of misses, but waiting a bit longer on the dash this time. Jeez, I thought he was about to set up an air dribble bump, but he ultimately just bailed out of it. Didn't really give it his all in terms of attempting to make that take be a goal. Just backed off, played it a bit safer. Maybe as a result of how a lot of the interactions have gone so far around Wavy's net. But I think Cheese has to limit these opportunities. Wavy's been a bit too good when given the whole field. Even though he doesn't score on this first flick top left, it's still a possession for Wavy. He went too far. Cheese is actually going to use Wavy to get a nice own goal. Wavy couldn't keep it inside the post. Tried to recover back, and we the one to send it in his own net. Jeez, able to win the kickoff using the wave dash. Wavy seemed to be ahead, but went standard. You always have that burst of speed from the dasher. It was enough to grab the midfield 100. Wavy, though, controls the ball, so not as bad as it could be. Cheese in the air, double resets. Drops it to Wavy, and now it's going to take a miracle for not be an own goal. Oh, wait. I thought Wavy missed. He did not need to even flick it like he did. He really could have just brought it straight on target. But he does manage to get it just inside the post. Jeez. Flipping out to get it resets. Whether he got it or not, decided not to use it. And caught the possession into the corner. Wavy takes it away. Now attacking through the air, has a reset, uses it as Cheese looks to challenge, and the double from Wavy comes just in time. That last little bit of boost from Wavy. The danger of many doubles is getting to the wall at the same time as the ball, not having an angle to shoot. Wavy fixes that. Using that last 16 boost to push himself away from the wall to make sure the angle is there. Cheese needs to try and prevent this game from getting out of hand. He kept game too close, but ultimately ended heavily in favor of Wavy, and now he is getting really aggressive. Did not get this double, and did not keep possession either. It should just be a freebie for Wavy. He's going to pogo it. Wavy styling. He's looked for a couple fancy shots earlier, but this time he'll take his open net given to him with a pogo. Wavy had control of the kickoff, but never really got momentum or was able to set anything up. Jeez, I mean, caught in between what could be an air-dribble bump or what could be an air-dribble 50, but played it so quick, couldn't get ahead of the ball, couldn't get back up to cover it, just allows Wavy to take it away clean. And now counterattack for Cheese, keeps him within one. So it's not completely over for Cheese. But considering how the match has gone so far, it is not looking great for him. Cheese probably wanted to bounce on this dribble, lost it, has to take it to the side wall to get some air underneath it. This is one of his better 50s out of the air, but it's still not quite good enough to maintain possession. It's just going to maybe give him a chance to not get scored on the other way as he makes this save high. It's going to be falling in a dangerous position, but Wavy with no boost doesn't even elect to try and score it. He's got his 1-goal lead. Went for a psycho, I think. Didn't get it, but Cheese got too relaxed. I think he could have rushed back to this ball much quicker than he did. He had another missed boost grab there in the corner, but he just allows Wavy to easily recover back to the ball and take an open net. She's going to play the ground game now. Kickoff win, bounce dribble. Trying to place top right, cannot. Has no choice but to be aggressive on this play now. Down 2 with a minute left to go. Wavy's going for the ceiling pinch in order to try and punish him. But Cheese does stop it quickly into an air dribble. Ball control is solid from Cheese, but he hasn't been able to break through on the back line. Wavy's defense has been too good. That was what got him recognized by his fellow pros in the Mass Duelist. Now a fake from Wavy, and he's just too good. He is just too good. And if you don't have a serious offensive repertoire, you're not going to be able to score against Wavy. The GGs. All right, let's see the pogos. We've been seeing Wavy attempt pogos this whole time. It's been a while since we've had the opportunity for an extra time pogo. All right, Wavy ceiling height. Double reset pogo? Wait a second, he got saucy with it. Let's go. Nice. Pretty good, pretty good. Double reset. The pogo was a bit awkward. He had to fight the bounce as opposed to have it like work for him. But hey, we'll take it. We don't make people hit 2 pogos. One's good enough. GG's. Wavy's gonna take it in a sweep. We did not go easy on Cheese in his debut. Hopefully, we'll see him back again stronger than ever.